Hi, I'm Phil Brown. I'm the director of the Research Translation Corps. We do a number of things with Protect. We are in charge of conveying all the work that Protect does to a number of audiences, including the other Superfund research centers, NIHS headquarters, relevant scientists, and government agencies. We also help Protect coordinate among itself to share resources from project to project and core to core. Another thing that we do is to train the trainees in research translation. So we help all of our trainees to learn what it's like to take the science and translate it for those different audiences. One of the things I'd like to note also is we have a lot of coordination with the Community Engagement Corps. And I'm also co-director of that along with Carmen Mayaguez Vega, who you'll hear separately. But it's important to know that the work is quite related to each other. I want to mention a particular thing. We won't talk about funding because the funding that Protect has received in recent year has been phenomenal. But there is one part of it that I would like to mention. We got a training grant, NIHS T32 training grant for transdisciplinary training at the intersection of environmental health and social sciences. And it trains postdocs and doctoral students. We make those bi-weekly sessions open to all the Protect trainees, so there are a lot of skills that people learn. As an example, last week we had an expert teaching people how to use NHANES and also showing a new approach to R programming that he had developed to do that. One of the ways that we get our message out is with conferences. We had a very successful NIHS conference, grant-sponsored conference on social science and environmental health collaborations in May of 2015, and that was very successful, and it led to a special issue of the journal New Solutions, which will be coming out any day now. We do a lot of outreach to the public. In Puerto Rico, we're very involved, along with the CEC, with the group Ciudadanos del Carso, Citizens of the Karst, also with COTICOM, with the March of Dimes, the Conservation Trust of Puerto Rico, and the Speleological Society of Puerto Rico. One of the nice research translation activities that we're quite proud of is the students in Project 4 took water samples and they working on a brochure with the private well owners in an area to find out how much contamination they have and to how they can get some public officials to help them remediate that water quality. RAJIC, who is part of our project, and you'll hear, has joined us in lots of different ways, particularly in developing brochures for use in Puerto Rico on different kinds of contamination sources and how to remediate and reduce that exposure. She's also been very involved in a lot of other activities with STEM training for high school students. We were able to involve Amira Aker from Project 1 and Samantha Calabrese from Project 5 in a really excellent kind of research translation using their skills to put together a brochure called Environmental Factors in Reproductive Health, and that's something which we will distribute to physicians and nurses all over Puerto Rico. And speaking of that, we're also starting a whole series of projects where we're interviewing the people who attend conferences to find out what physicians, what nurses, and other health professionals know about environmental health, and we're trying to figure out ways also to teach them more about it. We are also working with Renee Worth, a Project 5 trainee, and other faculty and students to develop an app for participants in Protect to coordinate with each other about their environmental exposures and how they can build social networks for stress reduction and also to reduce the exposure. So we welcome any other kinds of input from people as to how they would like to take their science and get it out to different audiences, and we thank you for your attention.
Hi everybody, my name is Lily Rajic and I'm an associate research scientist working with Protect Project 5 as well as Research Translation Corps. As part of our activities is to reach to governmental agencies, and some of the activities included our trainee Kelly Ferguson through her Reach the Decision Makers Fellowship participated in the meeting with EPA officials to talk about including pregnant women and vulnerable communities in national ambient air quality standards on ozone rules. I presented on Project 5 as well as overall Protect achievements on EPA workshop, EPA Region 1 workshop that was held in Boston together with other Northeastern SOP programs. So Phil Brown testified at Boston City Council hearing on a proposal to adopt Massachusetts flammability standards. In addition to all these activities, we are also encouraging and helping projects to proceed with their research translation activities. And one example is Project 3 and Professor Roger Ghisi, who is working with DEBX Tech LLC to market his patented tea bag paddle for extraction, and through this collaboration he managed to submit a proposal for small business technology transfer application. Our future goals for this following year include working with Northeastern STEM Education Center, including high school and middle school students in conducting a research related to Project 5 goals. We are also planning to organize a conference on perfluorinated compounds and impacts on environmental health. We are also planning to coordinate with projects to develop YouTube videos on each project's achievements. And something that we are also trying to develop this year is creating a trainees blog where trainees will be able to communicate better with each other and present their research achievements and not just focus on Protect and communication within researchers in Protect, but also public in general and other SRP programs. This effort will be led by trainees, and from Project 5, Shireen Hojabri will be leading the blog, but we are encouraging all other students and trainees to get involved in this effort, and we'll send information about it during this fall semester. Thanks.
Hi, I'm YVETTE NIWA, and I am a Routes Scholar here through the NIEHS Routes program that's aimed specifically at undergraduates. I'm working with Dr. Phil Brown on the chemical PFAS policy surrounding that, and also through the program I am a member of the Research Translation.
Hi, I'm Melanie Smith. I work with the Training Corps as well as the Research Translation Corps. I'm going to be working with Phil, Lily, and Yvette on different activities in Protect related to RTC, as well as collaborating with the STEM Center at Northeastern University to get K-12 students involved in Protect research.